Hey guys, it's Niner here again, and welcome back to another video, and today we're back with another commentary, and today I wanted to talk about DLC and microtransactions. Now before I get into it, just by the off chance you don't know what DLC and microtransactions are, I'll just explain them very briefly. So DLC is just additional content added onto a game after release, and then I'll just use the crew as an example for microtransactions. I'll just use crew credits for example. You just invest in some crew credits with actual money, and it's basically a shortcut. So if you don't want to grind by doing a ton of races just to get the in-game cash, then there's a shortcut being you could buy some crew credits, and you could buy whatever you want. Now I feel like I have less to say about microtransactions than DLC, so I'll just jump into microtransactions, and after I'm done I'll just talk about DLC. So microtransactions, do I like them? No. The thing I don't like about microtransactions is the fact that developers and publishers they can abuse the system so damn much. It doesn't matter if it's a free-to-play game or it's a game that you pay $60 for. The developers or publishers can really do anything with the microtransactions. And in my opinion, that really sucks. And I guess the only way that I could really accept the fact that microtransactions are in the game and, I don't mind them is either one, if it's a free-to-play game, or two, how the crew does it, where it's a shortcut and, you just kind of skip the grinding process. It still doesn't take away from the fact that, I really dislike microtransactions. And going back to what I said earlier, where, developers or publishers can abuse the system, is the fact that if you buy a $59.99 game and, there's microtransactions in it, and, there's certain content that is locked behind doors, and the only way to unlock those doors is to pour even more money into the game. Now that's bullshit. I don't care what you say, but if I'm going to buy a game for $59.99, there better be no microtransactions in the game that prevents me from buying that item with the actual in-game cash that you earn from doing events and whatnot. And like I said earlier, if they're there as a shortcut or if it's a free-to-play game, I understand, if it's a free-to-play game, you need to earn your money back somehow. And, if it's a shortcut and, you want to skip the grinding process, then you're gonna spend a damn lot of money. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up what I have to say about microtransactions. I didn't really have much to say about them. Overall, I dislike them, and, just the fact that how, developers or publishers can completely abuse microtransactions is a really scary thought. And now we move on to DLC. And this is a topic that I'm on the fence about. I'm not sure to either, somewhat like it or completely dislike it. Now, it depends on what type of DLC we're talking about. So if we're talking about free DLC, how can you hate that? It's extra content added into the game without paying, a penny extra. Like, if you don't like free DLC, I don't know who would. If you didn't like it, what's wrong with you? However, paid DLC is a different story, and again, I'm on the fence with this. Because, again, going back to microtransactions, you can completely abuse this. And I'll use Forza as an example for this because they seem to be quite an abuser when it comes to DLC. And that is, if you have content that is already in the game before, release, that should come on the disc. I'm not paying $59.99 on that disc for nothing. That should be in the game. However, Forza keeps that to themselves, and, they'll release it after launch, and then, they'll charge you for, that DLC. And that sucks, and that's why I have little to no respect for Turn 10. And like we said on Drivecast before, if I'm gonna pay, $59.99 for a disc, I should expect to get everything, from that game on that disc. But obviously, that's not the case nowadays with DLC and microtransactions, and it sucks. And you know what? I think I'm on the fence more about DLC that's added in post-launch, because I feel like if developers or publishers can, for example, I'll use Need for Speed as an example. If they can add in free DLC into their games, why can't some others? But if it was, if you start working on it before launch and it's already in the game, why not just add that onto the disc? And you know, if I'm being charged for this DLC, it better be something huge, not a fucking Aston Martin expansion. But yeah, I don't know, man. Am I against microtransactions? Definitely yes. Am I against DLC? Well, depends. Paid DLC, kinda. Free DLC, obviously not. I mean, who would be against that? So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.